Good afternoon, everybody out there in Southern Kentucky. Welcome into our live cast today on this Wednesday, the 6th day of May, 2020. Tony Rose, my name with you. So glad that you guys are hanging out with us. It's going to be a quick live cast today. As I just want to tell you about some stuff we got coming up, not only on the D93 radio side, but of course, tomorrow evening on the show as well. We got some very special guests who are going to be joining us tomorrow on the show to talk about some actual important stuff versus the normal amount of nonsense that we talk about here, as always. Joined today, real quick, because she's got a very important meeting to get to here in a minute. We've missed you on the show, my director and co-host. Hey, Kenner, how are you doing over there, my buddy? How are you?
Good.
Yeah, get on up there on that microphone
Good.
there. Now you've got a very important day today because you're waiting for your teacher to come by for like a drive-by visit today, right?
Well, she's gonna get out of the car
Oh, okay, and then just like
and
come
drop
up.
off a present for me.
I got you, and you may have something, a little bit of something for her too.
So if you hear the doorbell ring, that's
That means you're going to have to go out immediately right there to see her, and we're going to have to wrap this thing up. So, how are you doing? We haven't seen you on the show lately. I know how you're doing, but tell the viewers out there and stuff how have you been doing lately
I've
and
been
everything.
doing good, and I just have needed a break.
Yeah, well, that happens, you know. I mean, you've been wrapping up the end of the year for NTI and stuff like that. You had a new video that just you were featured in on the Stuff the Bus Facebook page where you were talking about your NTI schooling and stuff like that. People can see that on our social media pages, including on Facebook here and on the Stuff the Bus Foundation page. So good stuff there. So what's been going on? You've been swimming a little bit, right? You got a chance to get in the pool, right? We're one of the lucky people that we got a pool to get into. It's too cold today, though, right? Bike riding and stuff like that. Now you've got a very cool shirt on there. Tell us about the shirt that you have on today. What's
I go to Jody Richards Elementary School, and
Right.
their mascot is like a rocket.
Right.
So that's why my shirt says rocket.
I got it. Very cool. Very nice. Very stylish right there. Tie-dyed. Yes.
And then my scrunchie matches.
I got you. Now, yesterday you had a chance. You got to go to a drive-by birthday party yesterday, right? How was that experience like?
Good.
Yeah. Who is your friend? You want to give a shout out to your friend for their birthday?
Yeah.
Give a shout out to him.
Hadley.
Say how old is Hadley right there? Say happy birthday, Hadley.
Happy birthday, Hadley.
So that was pretty cool. Well, before I let you get out of here, I'll share a good news story with you. You want a good news story? Then I'll let you go downstairs and wait for your teacher, okay? That way you won't miss her, okay? Because we're not going to be here very long today. I just got
She
a couple
might
things.
knock, so that would be harder to see.
Well, that's true, yeah. So real quick story, and then I'll let you slide out of here and go down there and do that, okay? Good news story today. Like many restaurant owners, Angela Cole and Travis Graham, who started the Books and Brews Pizzeria in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, have been trying to figure out a way to stay afloat during these unusual times. They were actually forced to close for a month during the pandemic, but everything changed when a local businessman who wishes to remain anonymous stepped up and offered Angela and Travis some financial backing to get back on their feet. To be clear, this businessman wasn't looking for a share of ownership. He just wanted to make sure that Books and Brews stayed in business and could come back stronger than ever when life returns to normal. Thanks to his generosity, Books and Brews will continue to provide takeout and delivery, and we'll even have Facebook Live concerts every Friday, kind of like what our friends at Tidballs, what they're doing over there at Tidballs and stuff. So it's really, really cool. There's your good news story today. All right. Well, you better go downstairs and wait.
Okay.
Very important meeting. She's got a very important meeting. She's just a mover and shaker. I couldn't be more proud. A couple of things I want to throw out there. Of course, on my radio station, D93, we are giving away $100 in cash every day. It's our D93 stimulus package. I want to make sure we get a plug in there for that because it is your chance to win free money every day on D93. How it works, at 6:10, 7:10, and 8:10 in the morning, we give a stimulus song of the day. Then sometime before 6 p.m., that song plays. When it plays, if you're our 19th caller, you win $100 in cash. Really, really cool, really easy. We're doing that every weekday during the month of May. Also on the show tomorrow, we're going to be joined by Dr. David Smith from TriStar Greenview Hospital, their chief medical officer. And he is going to join us to kind of talk about how they are adapting to the where we live in now, from the coronavirus testing to their just reopening with, with outpatient surgeries and things like that. Just kind of an update there. And then tomorrow night, Dr. Rudder, the president of the medical staff at TriStar Greenview, is going to join us here on the live cast, the Zoom monitor over here, chatting with us about a lot of other things going on with TriStar Greenview as well, which I think is really, really awesome. When I started doing this thing from literally, this is like my upstairs man cave that we're in. You can see my collection of Cincinnati Reds jerseys and stuff in the background, and my makeshift home gym is over in the corner, and treadmill, and there's like a whole nother corner that has turned into like where it was all my New Orleans Saints merchandise and jerseys has now turned into a New Orleans Saints / Kenner's kitchen area, play kitchen, table area. But anyway, but this man cave show that we've started doing over the last few weeks, and now we've got like the president of the medical staff from TriStar Greenview calling in to be on the TV in my man cave. So I think that's really cool, how things evolve like that. So I appreciate them reaching out to wanting to be on the show. My goodness gracious. So on top of the radio side, we're doing this. Which that was the two people asked me. They're like, "Well, why'd you start doing this Facebook stuff every day?" Well, I didn't know. I don't know how long we're going to do it either, honestly, because as we get back to a sense of normal at the radio station, I'll probably actually start having stuff to do in the afternoons, like especially when the gym opens back up. So outside of teaching NTI stuff with the kids. So we hope to keep doing this. And actually, honestly, it'll be really cool once we can kind of get people back together in groups to have some of my buddies over, because we literally live in a neighborhood here with like 3 of my co-working colleagues. So we could literally get everybody up here into the man cave studio and or the man loft. Man cave just sounds cooler though than man loft, doesn't it? Anyway, man loft sounds like where you'd buy some like really uncomfortable khakis for some reason. But anyway, so hopefully we'll be able to just get some people up here and have like like a little round table hangout session and stuff like that, and still have guests come in via the Zoom, big screen monitor here. So, but anyway, so when we started this thing, I didn't know how long we were going to be able to do it or want to do it. Next thing we know, we're doing it 4 days a week. So it's fun. I enjoy it. Kenner gets a kick out of it too, except when she is too busy, FaceTiming with her friends and she forgets that we're on. But anyway, she has a fun time with it too. And, so like I said, it's just, we'll do it as long as, but at some point, who knows, we'll actually get back to reality and I'll have stuff to do in the afternoons and evenings. But until then, though, we're going to keep bringing you as many great guests as we can get on here. Folks from our community. Just like last night, we had Carl Cheney on from Cheney's Dairy Barn, who I think is one of the most fascinating people in all of Southern Kentucky. Great storyteller. My buddy Bartley Weaver, of course, who's going to be on the Titan games here in just a couple of weeks, and many more. And if there's anybody you guys want to see on our live cast here, and bring them in on the big Zoom monitor over here, which is up and running right there. See, it's black today. But if anybody you want to see on the show, let me know, and we'll get in touch with them, and we'll bring them on here, and we'll ask them the questions you guys want us to ask them and talk to them about, because that's what's great about these Facebook Live shows. Unless you're playing copyrighted music, you can get away with anything. So we're not bound by the same rules that we are on the radio sometimes. So, but anyway, tomorrow though, Dr. Rudder from TriStar Greenview Hospital. Tomorrow on the radio, Dr. David Smith from TriStar Greenview as well, answering your questions in this new coronavirus, new normal that we're in, which is really, really cool. What else is going on? A little just update on things here. We threw out a survey question. If I can find out what I did with that. We threw out a survey question with it being, well, I don't know where that went. As soon as I needed it, I knew I would lose it. Let me see, where did that go? This was really good too. Anyway, how's it coming out there? Any teachers yet?
Nope.
No teachers yet? Okay. All right. Well, I can't find that survey. We had the results of it somewhere here, and I've lost it now. Oh, well. It was a really good survey, too, Kenner. Oh, well. We had no plans for today, Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of stuff going on. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always and being part of this. Couple of things too. Don't forget to check out the Stuff the Bus Foundation page. We got some great videos up there. Of course, yesterday was Teacher Appreciation Day, and we appreciate our teachers out there, like your teacher. Shout out to Miss Casey, right? Shout out to Jody Richards, and I wish I could find that. Was a really good poll. Oh yeah.
One downstairs.
No, it was here. Today's George Clooney's birthday too. How awesome would it have been if we had George Clooney on today? I bet a lot of people were thinking we were going to have George Clooney on. Wouldn't that be neat? Anyway. All right, Kenner, anything you want to throw in here before we wrap it up today? Today was a real light show.
Not really.
What's that show you've been watching on Netflix with the talking dogs?
Pup Academy?
What's it called? Get up on the microphone right there. Tell the folks
Pup Academy?
What's Pup Academy? It's like talking dogs.
Yeah, it's like when their owners go to school, they go to like a secret academy.
Right.
With, like where the dogs go to school at, and they learn to be better dogs.
Really? How about that? Okay. I've been watching The Last Dance on ESPN, the show about Michael Jordan. You know, the one that you watch when I watch it usually after you go to bed because Michael Jordan says dirty words in it. Yeah, that one. Okay. Tough crowd. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, D93, tune in for the next chance for you to win free money from our D93 stimulus package.
I want free money.
What would you do if I gave you $100 right now? What would you do with it?
Buy toys.
What kind of? Come on, really? Would you buy? Well, how about Mother's Day is coming up. You could buy a really cool Mother's Day gift. Now I put you on the spot, didn't I? Now you feel bad, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, all right, buddy. It's yeah. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you back tomorrow morning on D93 at 6 a.m. tomorrow with Dr. David Smith from TriStar Greenview. And tomorrow night, Dr. Rudder will be on with us answering coronavirus questions and stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. Have a great rest of